everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. Guess what I'm smoking today? My favorite pipe. Look at this guy. It's an Ardor, Ardor. Is this beautiful, rusticated, long? So it's kind of like a lavat, the round stem, mouthpiece, but it's a little bit longer than a normal lavat would be. So it really fits in my opinion, to a reader, which I, have a couple. But this is nice. Big, hefty bowl, which I love. And smokes great. So I love it. But let me tell you a story about Ardor. Now this might be good 5 years ago now. I had really never heard of them. And I was just perusing through eBay. And there was an Ardor pipe that was kind of a calabash? Yeah, calabash. Swervy, kind of the shape somewhat like this guy here. Okay? It's all black. It had a very unique, and I'll show it here on this pipe, stem. You can see, but there's kind of a little ridge, something almost looks like I put a, one of those rubber things on the tip. I saw that. Black, great shape. So I put a bid in. But being lazy, I didn't do any research. I had no idea how much these could come. So what I considered a high bid for me at that time, not even close. Then I did research and found out approximately where these should be. And of course was kicking myself because that pipe was just perfect for me. Perfect for me. So anyway, I didn't know that Ardor basically doesn't have production pipes. So we're not going to see a bunch of those around. But I started looking for the Ardor pipes. And I think this was the first one I found. Okay. It's pretty nice. I really love it. Then, I think it was this one I saw next. Look at this guy. This is really nice. One of my faves. Okay, and then I got, a little, I call it my Mighty Mite. Nice little you know, not too much time to smoke, or it just feel like a short one. Beautiful pipe. Very, very warm. It does not get hot. Then I think I got this one. Then I got this one, little Cuddy. Beautiful pipe. Again, certain pipes with the wood, with the destin, density, just feel right. Like this guy here, just feels right. So anyway, not too long ago, or just before then, I never heard of Ardor. Now I have 5, 6 of them. And since then, I've also gotten, this one's kind of neat. This is a fave also. Look at this guy. Okay. All different. Just incredible. Got this one. Like this one. And that's not all of the Ardors I have. But at least those first 5 were me trying to find that one that got away. So I didn't put enough money in my bid for that one, and it cost me a lot. Although I love it because, I love those pipes. Love these pipes. But what can you say? And now, to entertain you, the Slippery Plank Singers.
As I watch the sun descending and the birds fly home to rest, in the hush when day is ending, that's the hour when I feel blessed. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe. Like a whisper through the cornfield comes a gentle evening breeze. At the doorway of my cottage I recall old memories. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe. Those far-off places beyond the blue, familiar faces that once I knew. I recall those days behind me and the happiness they meant. Every sundown you will find me with a heart that is content. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe.
Well, quick little story. If you've been watching the news, you hear about the issues with the carrier in the Gulf, being out so long and all the problems. And this is not a political talk at all. But the main thing, it kind of reminded me of a situation we had. Now, a carrier they're talking about, it sounds like maybe once a month they might get to a port. Now, that could be because of carriers. I was on a destroyer, so we can go into a lot more ports that a carrier could just not fit in. So, for the whole time I was in the Navy, I would say the average time that we went out maybe even the most, it was about 10 days. Occasionally, it would be over 2 weeks. And one time I know we did have 20 days. But, we get to go to Hong Kong afterwards. I'll take that. But really, seems like we had an awful lot of just 6 days, then go to Japan, 6 days back to the Philippines, a lot of that stuff. But what I started thinking about was one time we were out by ourselves, and I believe this was what we were going towards the Philippines from Hawaii. So we didn't have any port close to it and stuff. And something happened with the water condensers and everything. So we had kind of a water shortage. And one of the ways they took care of that was just told the sailors, we can't take showers. Which is okay. I mean, basically, we all stunk for quite a few days. And that I being on the signal bridge, it wasn't a big of a problem because we're out in the open air. Some of these guys are radio men or worked in combat or whatever. They'd be indoors, inside the ship with a fair amount of people all in there. So it'd be a little bit different. But one thing I found out afterwards is the officers were allowed to take showers. We're clean, which sounds great. We didn't sit there and complain like, well, I did a shower. Officers have to shower stuff. One officer was telling us it's like it wasn't a good thing because the officers would all be clean. Then they'd go into the radio room or someplace like that where everybody's all smelly. And so it was worse on them. We'd gotten used to each other. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you this little story. Thanks for listening. Well, I hope you like this. Remember, if you don't like something like this, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. Take care out there.